So when we look at a lot of the larger coins in the market, the one with the multi-billion dollar market caps, they tend to follow the law of diminishing returns. All right. I'm talking about rainbow regression curves. If you guys are familiar, you've probably seen ones for BTC and several other assets. I haven't seen one for ADA, but I was able to basically chart out where theoretically we could follow moving from cycle to cycle to cycle. Now, this may be 100% wrong. There's no guarantees. But what I found was that with this path that we're on currently, we have the ability to reach some of these levels that we've actually talked about. Now, I did do a fractal of the this prior cycle that we've gone through here, just to give people an idea of what this cycle could end up looking like. And what this shows is that by late 2025, what theoretically should be the height of the bull market cycle, we could have a price of all the way up in that $25 range. Now, this isn't financial advice. There's no guarantees. I think a more tempered number, like actually in this chart, it shows $15 would actually make a lot of sense. This also shows the bottom where we're at was about, again, 20 to 24 cents. Now, if we continue to follow this path, that means that the retracement that we should follow should again be somewhere down in that $1 range, which is another range we've coincidentally talked about. Now, this could end up being anywhere across the board here, right? Some people will say, oh yeah, ADA price is linear because we had that weird blow off top at the beginning of its life cycle. So even if you want to say that, that shows that by late 2025, we should be somewhere around that $7 range, which is our more conservative estimate for the height of the bull market cycle. But things begin to accelerate here. Okay. I put on here what the expected global market cap of crypto is in each bull market cycle. They say by the end of this bull market, we should be over a $10 trillion global market cap. They say by late 2029, we should actually be over $100 trillion, which might seem unfathomable to some people, but people forget how fast this industry is now accelerating, right? We're going to go into a range of exponential growth. We're hitting the mass adoption curve. These are big things. This is large capital flowing in, and it's going to send prices to, I think, crazy levels as we move from market cycle to market cycle, levels that people don't necessarily anticipate. Now, what this could mean is, again, multiple blow off tops for ADA. That's why I'm thinking that we could end up again hitting somewhere in that $25 range if things get absolutely wild in this cycle. And then coincidentally enough, we talked about $100 ADA, like probably 8 months ago, a year ago, we talked about $100 ADA by 2020 or 2030. And this rainbow regression curve actually shows that within the range, which is kind of interesting. And that, if you guys are curious, retracement at that point down to the $4 level, which is kind of crazy to think about, right? Being at, 54 cents right now, talking about a retracement down to $4. All right. So we are going to see a lot of things change as time goes on. But guess what? Rainbow regression curves stay true. The law of diminishing returns stay true. It gets harder to move the needle the larger you get in terms of price. But it also gets harder to move the needle to the downside. All right. So that's what I wanted to kind of show you guys. This is pretty cool. I love charting this stuff out. I mean, there's obviously no guarantees in crypto. There's no guarantees that, we make headway during this market cycle. Obviously, Cardano has a long way to go in terms of adoption. Do I think it can do it? Absolutely. I mean, the infrastructure that's put in place is great. It's horizontally scalable. They can facilitate a lot of the things that the world is going to demand as they start to adopt blockchain tech, which is a big deal. It's just a matter of, do they shift the marketing budget to getting adoption? Do we see it just flow in from the crypto space currently? Is there some other part of Cardano that takes off during this bull market that really brings people in? Those are kind of the big questions that we haven't really had answers to yet. So we'll just have to wait and see if this happens. Hopefully this plays out. I'm gonna save this and hide this so we can go back and look at this after we get through this market cycle, see if we're continuing on this path or not. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts below. Let me know what you think, but show your support below. Have a great day. Stay warm out there, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.